Recording in
It
progress.
automated. But in case of drag and drop is related to the respective functionality. I mean, if it is related to web page, for example, in our HRMS application, we don't have the option of drag and drop. In that application, in our HRMS application, we are not having any functionality related to drag and drop. But if we get consider this particular application, just we are taking with the help of another URL, just we are taking with the help of another URL. Now you can see here in this particular application, we got an option. In this particular application, we got an option in taking care about dragging with the element and then dropping it. Now we can see here, we got two options here. This you are able to get drag it. You are able to get drag it. This particular one, we are able to drag and then we can drop it as part of the requirement, as part of the functionality. We are able to get drag with the element and then dropping it. That kind of functionality which is related to the respective application. In the application, if you are having the functionality of drag and drop, in the application, if you are having the functionality of drag and drop, we can get automate by using with the Selenium. So let's understand how exactly we can automate this functionality. Further, just make a note of some test steps here. Take with the main heading is drag and drop. Take with main heading is drag and drop, and then have in a heading is test steps. Have in a heading is test steps and make a note of that particular test steps. Make a note of test steps. Take with the first step. Take with the first step. Launch browser. Take with the first step. Launch browser. First step. Launch browser. Take with the next step. Enter URL. Enter URL. Enter URL. Enter URL. Take with the next step. Take with the next step. Stop execution. Stop execution in case of title is not matched. Stop execution in case of title is not matched. Stop execution in case of title is not matched. Stop execution in case of title not matched. Within a brackets, verify application title. Within a brackets, verify application title. Within a brackets, verify application title. Verify application title. Take with the next step. Perform drag and drop activity. 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 Take with the next step. Close browser. Close browser. Close browser. Okay. Right. So let's look into the steps. What is the first step we got? What is the first step? Launch browser. Okay. Next, after that, enter URL. Okay. After that, we need to begin stop the execution. But when we have to stop? Title, not much. I mean, as simple as we need to be get understood in getting verifying with the title, which doing with verification. Doing with the verification, we are already knowing it. But now also the requirement is again we need to be get perform verification. While doing with the verification, in case of the title is not matching, we need to be get stop execution. What is the next step? Perform drag and drop. So we need to begin drag with the element. We need to begin drag with the element and we need to be drop it. So we need to begin drag with the element and we need to begin drop it. So that is what we need to begin take care about. So as simple as first we'll understand how exactly we can perform this drag and drop activity. Performing drag and drop activity, performing drag and drop activity is a more simple. You will be taking with one particular method. To perform drag and drop activity, we need to be taking with the help of one particular method. That particular method, that particular method in Selenium, in Selenium by default, we got one particular predefined method. That particular method name you will be taking with. What is the method name we got? Drag and drop. In Selenium, by default, in Selenium, by default, we got a method. In Selenium, by default, we got a method taking with drag and drop. Now, while working this particular drag and drop, we need to be get provide which element. We need to be get provide which element need to be drag it. We need to be get provide which element need to be drag it. After that, we need to be get provide where it's need to be get drop it here. So while working this particular drag and drop activity, you need to be get provide considering that in which element need to be drag it and where it has to be drop it. Okay. Now, as simple as our regular understanding, we need to begin taking with the method. What is the use of the method? What is the use of the method? To perform an action. So now we need to begin access for the method. So how we can get access for method? How we can get access for method? By creating an object. At the same time, need to be get access for class. How will get access for class? How will get access for class? By importing package. By importing with the package, we need to be get access for that particular respective class. So followed with the same that you will be taking with class name. You need to be just provide. You need to be just provide taking with the class name that you will be taking with the class name is actions here. To get access of this particular method, to get access of this particular method, you need to be get taking care about having with the class name that you will be taking with actions here. With the help of this particular method, with the help of this particular method, you will be taking with this particular drag and drop. And as simple as all these particular actions need to be get performed by Selenium, nothing but WebDriver. Because of that, you are providing this particular driver object. Okay. After that, we need to be get access for this class. To get access for this class, we need to be get import taking with the package. What is that package name? Org dot openqa dot selenium dot what is it? Interactions dot taking with actions here. So we need to be get provide considering the selenium dot interactions dot actions here. So we need to be get considering that we need to be get considering the taking with this particular one. First we will be taking with method name. First we will be taking with method name, that you will be taking with drag and drop. For this method, you will be taking with class name, that you will be taking with actions. And then you will be taking with package name, that you will be taking with selenium dot interactions dot actions. Now, this particular action to be performed, that you will be taking with dot perform. So this is what the whole syntax need to be get followed in performing with drag and drop activity, as we are already working with this particular class. Previously from the actions class, what is another method we got access? From the actions class, what is another method we got access? Mouse over. So we got taking with the method name is mouse over. If you want to be get perform, mouse over. To get perform, mouse over. What is the method name we got? Move to element. For that particular method, what is the class name we got? Actions. For that particular actions class, what is the package name we got? Selenium dot interactions dot actions. I mean, from the actions class, we can take care about. From the actions class, we can take care about in accessing with all that particular required methods here. Okay. So now this is what the syntax need to be get followed in performing with drag and drop activity. Okay, done. After that, once we have been done with this particular drag and drop activity, once we have been done with this particular drag and drop activity, we need to be get take care about in performing with verification. Previously, we are already done with in doing with verification activities. So how exactly we can do the verification activities? Get title to retrieve the title. But if you want to perform the verification, what exactly the steps you have been followed? To perform this particular verification activities, you need to begin to perform this verification activities, you need to begin taking care about in taking with actual result. This particular actual result, you need to begin compare with expected result. So you need to begin take with actual result, this particular actual result, you need to begin compare with expected result. This particular actual result, you need to begin compare with actual result you are comparing with expected result. Now the meaning of actual result, the meaning of actual result based on based on application, the meaning of actual result based on application, the meaning of expected result, meaning of expected result based on requirement document, based on requirement document. Now we need to take care about this particular actual result and then taking with expected result. If both the results are same, we are considering that is passed or it has been result has been matched. If both the results are not same, we used to be get considering the results are not matched here. Okay. For doing this particular thing, for doing this particular thing, we need to be get take with writing that particular respective if statement which we will be taking with in working with this particular if condition. Now see the understanding when you are working with this particular if statement, when you are working with this particular respective if statement, you will be writing with the condition. You will be writing with condition. In case of, in case of condition is true, in case of condition is true, it will be printing the respective statement. Assume that while walking this particular if condition, if the condition is true, if the condition is true, it is printing the respective statement. For example, we have been working with verifying the title. If the title has been matching, it is printing title match. In case of, in case of condition is fail or condition is false, then also it is printing statement. Condition is true, it is printing the respective statement. Condition is true, it is printing the respective statement. Condition is fail or condition is false, then also it is printing the respective statement. Condition is true, it is printing the respective statement. Condition is false, then it is printing that particular respective statement. Okay. So we got two things here. In case of condition is true, printing the statement. Condition is false, printing with statement. Okay. Now the requirement. Now our requirement. Previously, when you are working this if statement, if we take with our example of verifying the title, if the title is matching, printing the statement, title match. Title is not matching, printing the statement, title not match. Now see the understanding. Because of title is not matching, is that it is stopping the execution? When you work with our previous program, because of title is not matching, is that it is stopping the execution? No, it is not stopping the execution. Because of title is not matching, it is not stopping the execution. Now our requirement. Now our requirement. In case of condition is true, in case of condition is true, it's need to be continue that execution. It has to print that statement and need to be continue that execution. Assume that condition is fail. Assume that condition is fail, then it's need to be get stop the execution. In case of condition is fail, it's need to be get stop the execution. So how exactly we can do that? So how exactly we can do that? Further, you will be taking with another statement. Previously, you are working with if statement while working with if conditions. What are the if conditions we got? If else, else if, nested if. Similar to that, similar to Similar to that, we got another statement that you will be taking with, that you will be taking with assert statement, that you will be taking with assert statement. The one you will be taking with, the one you will be taking with considering the assert statement. I mean, when you are walking this particular assert statement, when you are working this particular assert statement, in case of condition is true, in case of condition is true, it will be printing the respective statement. In case of condition is true, it will print that particular respective statement. Nothing but it will continue that particular execution. In case of condition is true, it will print that particular respective statement. Now assume that condition is fail, nothing but false. In case of condition is fail, then it will take care about in stopping with execution. Condition is fail, condition is fail, then it will take care about in stopping with execution. So two things we got it, two things we got it. The one you will be taking with assert statement and then if condition. When you are working with if condition, when you are working with if condition, if the condition is true, it will print some statement. Condition is fail, it will print some statement. But while working assert statement, while working assert statement, condition is true, condition is true, it will be printing. Condition is true, it will be printing some statement. In case of condition is fail, in case of condition is fail, then it will be stopping execution. Condition is fail, then it will stop execution. Okay. Now let's see that how exactly we can work on it. So related to this particular assert statement, related to this particular assert statement, we can consider that assert true and which will be taking with assert false and which will be taking with assert equals here. While working conditions, how we got different type of condition similar to that while working with assert statement also. While working with assert statement also, we got different type of condition that we will be taking with assert true and then taking with assert false and then taking with assert equals. So as simple as while doing with verification, we got two options. One is we can work with if statement, another one we can work with assert statement. If the requirement is even though condition is fail, need to continue the execution. If the requirement is condition is fail, need to continue the execution, then you will be taking with if statement. If the requirement is condition is fail, the need to be get stop the execution, then you will be taking with assert statement. So we got if statement and we got assert statement. So according to tester comfortable, according to tester comfortable, we can get utilize any of the option. Now to get work with assert statement, to get work with assert statement. If you want to be get work with assert statement, you need to be get take care about. To get work with this particular assert statement, you need to be get taking care about in having the one particular jar file that you will be taking with testng.jar. You need to be get taking with the one particular jar file that you will be taking with testng.jar file here. This is one particular jar file need to be downloaded and need to be get added to the project. To get work with, to get work with assert statement. To work with assert statement, you need to be get taking care about in having that particular jar file considering the testng.jar file. Now, don't be confused like for drag and drop, we need to work with assert statement. It's not like that. As an example, we have been discussing it according to your requirement. If your requirement is, if you want to stop the execution, in case of condition is fail, then if you want to stop the execution, what need to be used? Assert statement. So let's see that what exactly all that particular syntax need to be get followed. So for that, first we require one particular jar file. What is a jar file required? What is a jar file required? testng.jar. You need to be get taking care about the one particular jar file here that you will be taking with testng.jar file. So we'll be taking with jar file that you will be taking with testng. You need to be get, you need to be get, go with, you need to be get, go with the one particular jar file. You need to be get go with the one particular jar file that you will be taking with, that you will be taking with testng jar file that you will be taking with this particular open, and then we need to be get take care about in having the jar file. So considering that testng jar file. Okay. Now you can see here. So we need to be get take care about adding that particular jar file, adding the jar file to the project, adding the jar file to the project, followed with same steps here. Adding the jar file to the project, you will be getting followed with the same steps here. Considering that taking with this particular one, we need to be get adding with the jar file that we need to be get taking care about in following the same steps of that we will be taking with build path and then taking with configure build path library start and then taking with add external jar, taking with the jar file. What is a jar file? What is a jar file? testng.jar. Only one particular jar file. It's only just one particular jar file. You need to be get take care about in having that particular jar file. Once it is done, then you need to be get continued in working with the programming. Okay. So that you will be taking care about in creating with class. We need to be get mentioning about taking with drag and drop. We need to be get take care about in mentioning that drag and drop. Okay. Now to perform this drag and drop, to perform this particular drag and drop, you need to be get writing with the method. You need to be get writing with the method that will be taking with main method. That will be taking with main method. You need to be get open that particular respective main method. Okay. Now you can see here. We need to be get perform. We need to be get perform your respective test step. You need to be get take care about in performing that particular respective test steps here. Okay. In that, as usual, what is the first step? Launching with browser. For that, what we have to write? System dot set property. System dot set property. We need to be get provide system dot set property, and then taking care about webdriver dot gecko dot driver. Taking care about webdriver dot gecko dot driver, and then need to be get taking care about providing what we have to provide. What we have to provide? Path. Path of gecko driver. We need to be get provide the path of driver dot exe file, which need to be get, provide, which need to be get provide the path of driver dot exe file. So we need to be get provide including with file name and extension. We need to be get provide the file name and then taking with extension. Okay. Now we need to be get right with the statement that will be taking with WebDriver driver equal to mentioning about new Firefox driver. Okay. Giving an error. Why it is giving an error? Why it is giving an error? Uh, we need to be get import that particular respective packages. We need to be get import. We need to be get import all that particular respective packages. Okay. After that, need to be get enter URL. To enter URL, what are the method names we got? One is navigate.to. What is another method? What is it? What is it? Get method. One is navigate.to. One is navigate.to. Another one taking with get method. You can work with navigate.to or you can work with get method. Okay. Now we can see here. Considering that we need to be get provide. We need to be get provide that particular respective application URL. So we need to be get provide. We need to be get provide that particular respective application URL. Okay. So we need to be get take care about in providing that particular respective URL. Okay. So the one you will be taking with this particular get method. Okay. Now, once we done with enter with the URL, what is the next step need to be done? What is the next step? According to your test step, what is the next step? We need to be get stop execution in case of condition fail. Nothing but we need to be get take care about in doing the activity of verifying the title. But while verifying with the title, we need to be get stop execution. But when we have to stop execution? When we have to stop execution? In case of condition has been false. In case of condition has been fail, then we have to stop execution. Otherwise, we need to be get continue execution. So for that, what is the statement we have to use it? What is the statement we have to use it? Assert statement. So now here the requirement is we need to be get verify the title at the same time considering that stop the execution in case of condition fail. Stop the execution in case of condition has been failed. Okay. For that, first we need to be get import. First we need to be get import the respective package that will be taking with static package, that will be taking with static package. Now it will be taking with org dot, you will be taking with, which you will be taking with argo dot, you will be having with testing G. Previously you are taking with the selenium. While working with the selenium to get work with that particular assert statement, you are taking with org dot testing G dot assert dot, you will get all the required statement. Assert equals, assert true, assert false. Lot of conditions will be there. Lot of conditions will be there. You can utilize with. You can utilize with any of the assert statement. You can utilize with any of the assert statement that you will be taking with assert equals. So that is what you will be taking with that particular respective statement that you are taking with assert equals. It can be any assert statement. It can be any assert statement. The common functionality, the common functionality of assert statement, the common functionality of assert statement in case of condition is true, in case of condition is true, it will continue the execution. In case of condition is fail, then it will stop execution. Now you can see here, we need to be get taking with assert equals. Now here we need to be get provide that particular respective statement. Considering that need to be get retrieve the title that will be taking with get title. What is the functionality of get title? Functionality of get title: retrieve title from application. Functionality of get title, the functionality of get title that will be taking with the functionality of get title that will be taking with retrieve title from application. Okay, so that I got, considering that driver dot get title, you are taking with title from application. At the same time, we need to be get provide the title here. Now we can see what is the title we got? Droppable jQuery UI. So for now, initially, I'm just taking with some wrong title only. In case of title is matching, it's need to be get continue the execution. In case of title is not matching, what need to be done? Stopping the execution. Now assume that if it is matching, we need to be get print with the statement that we will be taking with title match. Okay, done. Now after that we need to be get perform drag and drop. Now we have to take care about drag and drop. So to perform drag and drop, you are taking with package, that particular package, considering that org dot open QA dot taking with selenium dot interactions dot actions. You will be taking with the package that will be taking with actions here. Okay, that will consider taking with package name, that will be considered taking with this particular respective package name, that will be taking with actions here. So that will be taking with this particular class name, object name, taking with new class name of actions. So who has to perform this action? Selenium. Nothing but WebDriver. Selenium has to be perform the action. Nothing but that particular WebDriver need to be perform the action that will be taking with driver. Okay, done. After that, we need to be get using the method name. What is the method name we got? What is the method name we got? To perform drag and drop. What is the method name? Which you will be taking with drag and drop. The method name itself, we got drag and drop. You need to be get provide. You need to be get provide which element need to be drag it. This is the element we need to be get drag it. So further, if we just do this particular inspect, now we can see here. Any name option available? No. Any ID option? ID option. Right. We got an ID. ID option is available. We can work with ID. Considering that driver dot find element. Driver dot find element taking with by dot ID. So we need to be get provide that particular ID. Okay. After that, need to be get considering that taking with drop activity. Where exactly it's need to be get drop it, you need to be get provide. Further, here we need to be drop it taking with this particular inspect. So any name option? Name option? No. ID option? Yes. We got an ID. So we got an ID. We need to be get taking with the help of that particular ID. Considering that driver dot find element and then taking with by dot ID need to be get provide that particular ID and then taking with dot perform need to be get taking with dot perform here. So this is what we need to be get taking care about in having with mentioning about drag and drop activity. After that, the last step, what need to be done? Close browser. Nothing but close that application. So we can go with that particular respective method that will be taking with driver dot close. Okay. Now we can see here, considering that importing all the required packages, we need to be get import, we need to be get import all the required packages and then taking with creating with class and then taking with main method and then provided path of exe file, launching the browser, entering with URL. Once a God enter with the URL, once a God enter with the URL, just providing some particular wait statement. Okay, done. After that, we need to be get take care about in having with drag and drop that will be taking with drag and drop once it has been performed, once it has been done, finally we need to be get close it. Let's see that. So now we provided wrong title. This particular asset condition fail. In case of asset statement, I mean condition is fail. What need to be done? Condition is failed. What need to be done? Stop the execution. Okay. Let's see that how exactly it will be working. This time it's need to be get stop the execution. This time it's need to be get stop the execution. Let's see that. Right. Is that drag and drop is done? Now it has been filled. Now we can see that. So if I get look into this particular one, it is clearly mentioned. What it is mentioned? Assertion error. It is mentioning that expected result and found actual result. That particular expected result and actual result, not like same, so it was stopping the execution. So this time I'm giving with correct information. Okay, let's see here. Now we need to be get executed. Now let's see that how it will be working. So which it will be taking with need to be get verifying with the title and it has to perform drag and drop. Is it performing? Drag and drop here for this?
Recording in
No.
progress.
Sorry. Name option? No. Name option not available. ID? ID is available. We provided. It is not working. Now here, able to see some square box here. This main one. Now let's see that how this square box has been designed considering that any frame available. Having the frame here. What is the tag name we got? What is the tag name we got? iframe. How we can confirm that frames are available in the application? How will confirm frames are available in application? By having the tag name of iframe or frame. So in the HTML code, if you are able to see, in the HTML code, if you are able to see any one particular tag name, in the HTML code, if you are able to see any one particular tag name of iframe or frame, then we can confirm that frames are available. Once you confirm that frames are available, what need to be done? What need to be done? We need to be get handle that particular frames. So how we are handling the frames? We need to be get take care about entering into the frame and then exit from the frame. We need to be get take care about entering into the frame, exit from the frame. Entering into the frame. What is the statement you will be writing? Driver dot switch to dot frame and need to be get provide the frame ID or frame name or frame index. Now we can see the highlighted one. In this highlighted one, any frame name option? That frame any name option? No. Any ID option? No. Any this particular index? In the highlighted one, any index is provided? No. There is no name option, ID option, index option. But in general, index will start from 0 or 1. Index will start from 0. In general, index will start from 0. Because of that, you need to make trial and error by giving that particular index details here. So here, you need to be get take care about once it has been verify the title, then need to be get take care about mentioning that enter into frame. We need to be get enter into frame. So to get enter into frame, what we will write? Driver dot switch to dot taking with frame. So driver dot switch to dot frame. So we need to be get provide the it's need to be get perform the action. After that, need to be take with exit. So need to be get take with exit from frame. So to take with exit from frame, to take with exit from frame, writing the statement driver dot switch it to dot default content driver dot switch it to dot default content. So this is what you will be taking with mentioning about taking with exit from the frame. So now it's need to be get take care about in performing the drag and drop activity, and then taking care about in verifying with that particular respective title. Now we can see here need to be get launching that drag and drop is done. Done. So dragging the element and then dropping it. So it's need to be get. It's need to be get. Drag that particular element. It's need to be get. Drag that particular element and then taking with drop activity. So that should be application behavior in the application. In the web application, if you have that functionality, then it will take care about in performing drag and drop activity. So this is what we got an option in automating with different kind of functionalities. We need to be get take care about in automating with
ఓకే ఇంకేం చేస్తారు స్కూల్ స్టార్ట్ అయిందా నేను ఇంకా అదే టైం చూసాను 10కి ఆన్లైన్ క్లాస్ స్టార్ట్
here.
అవుతుంది
So
గౌతమి
that
టెన్కి
is
వెళ్ళి
what
ఇప్పుడే
we done
లేచేసిన
with our very first program. What is the first program we done? First program, login, log out. After that,
ఎట్లా లేదు అట్లా
Chrome
సింపుల్గా చేసి
browser.
వెళ్ళిపోతే
After
ఇప్పుడే
that,
ఉండింటే నేను పంపించేదాన్ని
verification.
యూట్యూబ్కి
After that, test data. After that, mouse over. After that,
అదే
frames.
కదా
After that, after frames,
వస్తావా
alerts. After that,
వస్తావా గౌతమి
keyboard actions. And then after keyboard actions,
ఫ్లైట్ ఎక్కిస్తాడు
drop down.
డాడీ ఇక్కడికి
After
వచ్చి
drop
మీ
down,
అబ్బాయి వచ్చి పిలుచుకొస్తాడు
what is it?
సరేనా
Wait statements. After that, file upload. After that, JavaScript executor.
లేదంటే
After
ఇంకా
that,
ఏమీ చేంజ్ చేయలేదు
window handlers.
మీరు
After
ఒకటే
that,
తీసేసి సర్దుకున్నాం
what
అంతే
is it? Web table. After that, Excel. After that, what is it?
పైన
Screenshot.
పెట్టాడు
After that, taking with drag and drop here. So this is how
టీవీ
you
పైన
need to
పెట్టాడు
be get comfortable in taking care about in working with all the individual program. I mean, you need to be get understand that you
అన్ని
need to be get comfortable in taking care about in working with
ఫైళ్ళన్నీ
all the
ఇక్కడ
syntaxes.
చేసేసినాడు ఇది
How
చేసేసినాడు
exactly we
ఇంకా
can automate
ఇంకా
each and every individual functionality. So how exactly we can get automated each and every individual functionality. So that is what we have been taking care about in working with all the syntaxes. So now by taking the help of all the syntaxes, by taking the help of all these particular syntaxes, we need to be get take care about. We need to be get take care about in working with frameworks concept. So let's understand that particular frameworks concept. But before going to that, done with the programs? Not done, huh? Sunday is too busy, sir. URL not working, huh? It is not working, huh? Yeah. Okay. Let's see that. So need to be get comfortable in taking care about in having with this particular programs also. So that's things need to be get understand how exactly we can take care about in writing with the program. So just I'll give the syntax. We look into one program. Similarly, exactly we can perform it in a very simple way. We can do that as simple as need to begin creating the one respective class. You need to begin take care about creating with that particular respective class that will be taking with checkbox here. Okay. Right. So now you can see that. So all the concepts will be the same. All the steps will be the same. So need to be get take care about. Need to be get take care about. In having with, we need to be get launching with the browser, entering with the URL, typing the username, typing with the password, click on login button, and then taking with entering into the frame. So all the checkboxes, this is available in frame. We need to be get right in a code to take with entering into the frame. So all that steps are same. All the steps are same as already you are knowing. I'm just taking the same step. I'm just taking with the same steps here. Everything you're already knowing it. Importing all the required packages, importing all the required packages, creating with class, creating with main method, providing path of exe file, launching the browser, entering the URL, and then taking with title, and then entering username, entering with password, entering with login, the login completed. After that, you need to be get enter into frame. Okay, done. So once I got enter into frame, once I got enter into the frame, then you need to be get take care about in clicking on checkbox here. So that particular checkbox we have to perform click activity. But that click activity is that we have to click only one checkbox. Is that our requirement only one checkbox? No. We need to go with multiple checkboxes we have to click up to 10 records. As we have to click on multiple checkboxes, is that we have to write multiple click statements? No. Our logic is not like writing multiple click statement. We have to go with only one click statement, that particular click statement need to be get go with that particular click statement. It's need to be get go with in clicking on all the check boxes. For that, how exactly we can write that particular logic? Let's see that. So how we can do that? So we can take care about in doing with loop activity. So that will be taking with for loop. So as simple as you will be taking with for loop. That will be taking with the loop. That will be taking with the loop. Considering that int I equal to 1, and then taking with I less than or equal to 10. So for now, we are considering the 10 records. For now, we are considering the taking with 10 records here. That will be taking with this particular 10. After that, you will be taking with condition. You will be taking with condition that you will be considering that I plus plus. We need to be get go with initialization and then taking with condition and then taking with that particular increment. Okay. Now we can see how exactly we are writing taking with driver dot find element and then taking with by dot will be taking with xpath and then taking with dot click activity. So we are just taking with that particular click activity. Okay. Now you can see here to perform the click activity. First, it has to take with the first checkbox and then second if required. After that, third, it has to go with alternative checkbox. Now we can see here. Let me take X path of this. I'm just taking with our regular option that will be taking with copy X path, which will be taking with, which will be taking with copy X path. You need to be get provide. You need to be get provide that particular respective X path. You need to be get provide. You need to be get provide that particular respective X path. Now we can see how we are doing it. So that particular X path, you are taking with tier of 1. So meaning of tier of 1? In a table, first row. Meaning of TD of 1? In the table, first column. It's need to be get identify. First row, it's need to be first column. Okay. After that, we need to go with another check boxes. When you're taking another check boxes, is it row is incrementing or column is incrementing? Uh-huh. Is it row is incrementing or column is incrementing? So here, this is the column, first column. In the first column only, all the check boxes are there. Column count is constant. Row count need to be increasing. Column count will be the constant only. Row count need to be get increased. Let's see how we can do that. You're already knowing it. Column count will be the same. This particular row count I will be taking with variable of I. So that variable already we got it. So that is what we mentioned. This is considering the data type, then taking with variable value here. Okay. So that is what you got an option taking with I. But that is considering an a X path. In a X path, you need to be provide variable. In X path, you need to be get provide variable. Further, the approach we followed, taking with double quotes, taking with double quotes, within a double quotes, within a double quotes, taking with plus symbol, taking with plus symbol, within a plus symbol, within a plus symbol, you are taking with I, which will be taking with variable of I. So for the confirmation, you are printing with the statement, taking with mentioning about clicked on checkbox, taking with clicked on checkbox, taking with variable of I, and then giving with that particular respective wait statement. Okay. So this is what, and after that need to be get taking with logout, need to be get exit from frame, that will be taking with default content, then you will be taking with logout, that will be taking with driver dot find element by dot taking with link text, need to be get provide taking with logout, taking with click activity. Finally, need to be get close with the browser, that will be taking with driver dot close. Okay, done. Now you can see here. So how it is working it. So you need to be get comfortable. You need to be get comfortable in understanding about in writing that particular respective logics here. So this is how you need to be take with practicing of the programs in writing that particular respective logic also. Let's see that how exactly we can work. Let's provide that particular URL. this URL, I'll cross check that. I'll cross check that. Okay. I can see here. So which need to be get taking care about having with this particular login into application. Okay. So now it's need to be get click on the respective checkbox. Click on the checkbox, taking the first checkbox, second checkbox, and then third. We give in with the 10. It will continue up to 10 records. It will continue up to 10 records and then taking with logout, close the application. But what exactly our requirement is? Alternative checkboxes. So what need to be done for that? Mhm. For alternative checkbox, what need to be done? Let's see here. So it is clicking on each and every checkbox. Now the requirement is alternative checkbox. So what you will do here? I equal to I plus 2. So I plus 2. I equal to I plus 2. Now we can see here it's need to be get go with that particular alternative checkboxes. It's need to be get click on. It's need to be get click on that particular alternative checkboxes. First checkbox, second is ignore, third and then taking with fifth. So that is how it will continue up to that particular 10 records and then need to be get taking with logout and then closing with application. So this is how you need to be get comfortable. This is how you need to be get comfortable in writing that particular respective logics here. So in this way, you have to take care about. In this way, you need to be get take care about in having that particular respective program. So need to be get continue. But apart from that, what you guys need to be do is in the very starting days, I told that you have to maintain some 5 empty pages. Empty pages maintain. What you will do in that empty pages? Uh-huh. I given only like 5 to 6 methods only. Now what I required is we done almost all the functionalities. Starting day of the first program of login logout till today program, whatever the methods we got discussed, making a document of all the methods. Starting day of first program of login logout. From that method, from that to till today, whatever the methods we got discussed, making a list of all that methods. So all that methods by Thursday it will be done. By Thursday it can be done, right? So by Thursday it can be done. Just I record all the method name, method description. Whatever the methods we have been discussed, make a list of all the method and see that what is the description of that. Apart from that, if you have any time, just see that in having some more methods and just document that particular method description. That is one activity. Online students also need to take care about this activity. So the one activity I required, method name, method description. You need to be get documented in your notebook. In that particular 5 pages, you can complete on that. That is, you can complete by Thursday. And after that, this particular Sunday, what you have to do? Exam need to be done on manual testing. This particular Sunday, you need to be get exam on manual testing if required. The next coming Sunday, you will be writing the exam on automation testing. So need to be get right with the exams here. So take care about according to that. This particular Sunday, online students also, this Sunday need to be get right with the exam on manual, the whole manual. After that, you need to be get continued with automation. So a lot of exams need to be written. So have in a plan according to that. So automation, I will confirm on it. But 29th, the exam will be confirmed. You need to write with the whole exam related to manual testing. So take care about preparation according to that. So from tomorrow, what will get started? Which will be taking with frameworks, which will be taking with frameworks here. You need to be get take care about all that particular frameworks concepts need to be done here. So that is what will start from tomorrow. Okay. So just please go through all the concepts what we have been discussed. Take care about all those concepts here. Okay. Clear? Carry on. Thank you. Right. Yes, guys. Online students, if you have any questions, they can carry on.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah.
Sir,
Sir,
actually, I have
URL is
reference
not working,
libraries
sir.
also.
That URL, I'll cross check that. URL, I'll make sure that invoking it. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Sir,
Uh,
hello.
Yes. Yes.
Sir, you have already referenced libraries, sir. Then why you
Correct.
have to add again jar files to it, sir?
No, I mean it depends on what kind of methods you are using it. So according to that, you have to take care about in utilizing that particular respective jar file. This asset statement are not available in the Selenium jar files. Because of that reason, we are taking that. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
sir, I have one query. Sir,
Yeah.
yeah, while creating the object of any class like action class, we are creating the object, and
Mm-hmm.
we are passing the driver reference inside it or driver object, sir. That is my confusion.
No, the driver can be anything. You can write a driver, or you can, in a place of driver, you can write any name. That doesn't make any problem. That is a just object name only. Okay.
Sir, while creating any object, we can pass another object inside that, right, sir, as a reference.
No, it
Or
depends on it. It depends on it. What that is what you will be taking with the constructor. Basically, when you're working with the constructor, then you will be able to pass it. Okay.
okay, sir,
Yeah.
today whatever example you have given, that is the example of the constructor only, right, sir?
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Right.
Right. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sir, I
All
attended.
right. Yeah.
They asked a question: What is your project? What you did project? How to achieve the project? They asked me. What should I do?
Repeat the question.
They asked me action project. How to achieve the project? What is the purpose of project? Asking. Or what is the
That is what you
project
can
asking?
explain now. That is what the project we done with Adactin project, right? So you
Yes,
can
sir.
explain that Adactin project. So what is that project? That project is which is related to hotel domain. Use of that project to search the hotel in the different location. What you done? You have to explain them what are all the testings you have been done in that. The same
Okay,
thing
sir.
you can explain.
Okay, sir.
Okay? Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Sir,
Okay.
is 26th January a holiday?
No, there is no holiday.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, right. All right, guys. Take care about the things. Meet you tomorrow.
పబ్లిక్ చేయడానికి ఏం చేస్తారు మీరు? Sir, they asked what is the main aim of the project and what is the
ఏ టాంగు టాంగు టాంగు
Suresh sir.